So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit of what I did when I was living up on a mountain, or my experience about it. I was living up on a mountain about an hour away from the next town, and it was pretty high. So like you would get a lot of snow for pretty much like 3/4 of a year, at least half of the year, and there was no other person up there. So you would have to deal with everything yourself, which I think it has some value, right? Like you, in a sense, it's good because you can, there's not much other people you can rely on. Like if shit happens, you have to deal with it. It shows you like whether or not you can do that, and also like how sane you can remain. Because I think the interesting thing I found is when you're up on a mountain and you're kind of isolated, you're far away from others, is that you see a lot of crap in your mind come up, and I think that's actually from society. So I think there's a lot of madness in cities and in society that comes up when we spend a little bit of time by ourselves. And I mean, obviously, there's some good things about it in the regard that you can see that you have to deal with situations. Like if something doesn't work well, you have to deal with it. And it's a tough, kind of a rough environment. So I think those are the benefits to kind of experience that. But I think disconnecting or being that far away from other people is not good either. I think we need other people, no matter how crazy the world is and how many people, stupid people are there. Like we cannot completely disconnect from people. Just the idea of like going out on a mountain or being completely away from somewhere or being on an island away from everyone it sounds maybe good, but it's not really that good. So so I think it's an extreme that worth doing for half a year, for a year maybe. But I think beyond that, it shows that like we need other people, and it's I think more important that we find the right people. So if we cannot stand people that we have around, then it's about finding the right people then, or coming across the right people instead of like getting away from everyone. And I think that's kind of my lessons I learned from that. So I don't know. I think I just felt like sharing this story, and yeah, I see you with the next video.